Hey Gemini, welcome to your reading. That was funny. It turned on and turned right back off. You were like, I'm not ready for this. All right, maybe you're not. Oh, and it's flipping over. You want some summer, some summertime. Summertime of the past, they're kind of showing me here. For those of you that are new, I am an energy channel. That means that as an intuitive, sometimes what Spirit shows me might not ring as traditional. Roles can still be reversed in this. This could still be the third party situation and not yours. Time is fluid, right? When you come to it, if it resonates, that's when it was meant for you. Okay? Getting an energy that some of you are really trying to create something big here. Yeah. A new existence, a new creation, something really coming out of a time of healing, I feel. Okay. So let's see what's going on. For those of you returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're why I keep coming back and doing this again and again. I just love the connection with you and with Spirit, and I am ever so grateful for all of your support. Remember, at the end, I will go to Patreon. That is donation based. It renews on the 1st of every month. You determine what you pay for the energy exchange. Okay, you can also find personal readings at mindsetunicorn.me, and if you go to the community tab, my Etsy reading that I'm offering is there again. Finally, now they finally went through my appeal 6 weeks later, and that's up there as a give back for those that have not been able to do personal readings with me. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Gemini. Okay, again, you're like, I want to go back to the summer of the past, right? You feel like when you were there, you were happy. You feel like things were in growth cycle. You feel like everything that you had, whatever that energy was, and it may not just be summer, right? It's just there's something from the past where you were happy and you really are wanting that happiness back again, right? But I do feel like this is part of you realizing what makes you happy. Harmony with your, I'm getting a tingling right here on my head that somebody might be feeling. You're getting this harmony between head and heart, and it's an opening, an awareness, an intuitive connectivity of your kundalinis, where you're experiencing a big rebirth right now. And I think that that's very important for you to celebrate by being in the now. Okay, but we're going to look at that past. We're going to look at a soul path reading here today. Spirit has asked for. We will do the more traditional reading over on Patreon this week. Okay, oof. So, yeah, inner child healing, healing from those childhood lessons. Okay, and then, yeah, the completion. Here in the past, you completed something that did open up your kundalini. I do feel like underlying, it's like a race to a point of challenge here where you're going to have to make a decision. The inner child here, they're showing me, it really feels almost like age 7, or it's taken you 7 years to really get to this point where you're ready to work with your inner child. And this past energy really could have been aligned to, I'm kind of getting this sort of like Venusian era, they're calling it for you, where you really tapped into the power of your heart and that shedding of the fears, I think. Yeah, I'm really feeling a strong pull in your solar plexus. Okay, so here in the past, right at the beginning, right, am I willing? On the edge of something great, can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward and have courage. Be brave. Follow your heart, right? I feel like it was like you were stepping into your destiny, and scary AF, to say the least. Okay, your inner child here. On whom am I placing blame right now? This energy has been coming out a lot in the soul path readings because we often want to blame others. Now, when we do inner child work, a lot of times we are looking at the trauma that happened during the soul break. But the inner child part of us that broke away in soul retrieval was the part that's pure and protected. The inner child part that remained is the part that went through it and was strong and brave and courageous and survived. And so as you're integrating the two back together, you've got this pure energy that wants to rise up, but you've got this fearful child that's like, no, that's scary as it gets. I'm not going there, right? And so a person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson, right? There's a sense of taking a responsibility for your own karma. Karma is just lessons. And having the gratitude for having survived and still having that pure part of yourself to bring back. Okay? So let's see what's going on. What were you trying to will yourself into here? Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Temperance. Wow. Very healing. To go your own way, to follow your heart, to make a choice from your heart, really about your own power and your own truth, and really looking at your truths here. Okay? This truth, King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Damn, Gemini. I feel like you had two choices. And rather than choosing to follow what made you feel happy and passionate, you chose the truth of stability. Because I feel like this King of Wands is like Scout's honor. I'm telling the truth, right? So you know what your truth was. But you chose the Pentacle. And this King of Pentacles, all these kings, like there's no happiness. And I kind of love the fact that we've got, okay, feminine, feminine, feminine energy, masculine, masculine, masculine energy. There's 10 of Cups. And there's my Emperor, who is in this deck of feminine. Okay, holding on to that karmic lesson of death or happiness. Okay. And so you could have been like, because they're showing me the 7 and the 3 of Cups are separate here. You could have been like, as your Kundalini awakened, realized that there was a different idea in how you wanted to be loved, seen as love, feel love, experience love. But the 3 of Cups is what you were accustomed to, right? It's what you had in this relationship. So that's Maybe this relationship has always been very transactional. And so you wanted to bring more fire into it from the heart space, more joy, take a different path. And maybe you couldn't. Maybe this person was healing. Okay. And it could have been your own inner union happening here, where you were being really guided. Trust your heart, trust your heart. Your heart knows there's different pathways here. And you were like, nope, this is the only pathway I know. Okay? Because again, they're showing me here that 10 of Cups, right? I see the transformation of love. And yet, I don't think that that was experienced. So, who are you placing the blame on now for taking the transactional route? Okay, 7 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Cups, and Strength. For some of you, you feel like there was an energy that just gave up on you and turned their back on you, and reclaimed a power on your back. Okay, again, this person could have trauma, and they could be turning their back on that trauma. It could be very much that they're turning their back on the Emperor's energy, which is father, and you're getting the transference of that on your side. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse, 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. And there's my Queen of Wands on the bottom with the 2 of Cups. I do feel like there's an energy here for you. It's like you blame somebody for not loving you. Like, why would you open my heart and then not make me your whole world? Open up my world. Like, why would you do me like this? Why would you give me paths when I was just happy where I was? Okay. Tell me about the 10 of Cups here. High Priestess, the Devil, and the 8 of Cups. Again, you could be like, listen, I know that things were changing and things had to change, but I just didn't want them to change. Okay. I didn't want to learn that lesson. And I do have Spirit saying somebody wants to hear the signs, right? I do see some, definitely, I'm seeing Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy. There's fire, right? Air, earth, Leo energy. I've got Aquarius. Could be anyone, but I think someone needed to hear that. Okay, the healing that was taking place here, again, King of Wands. 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody was trying to open up their heart, or trying to get you to open up your heart. Take it as it resonates, right? I've got the Queen of Cups here on the bottom with the Magician, and they're under the moon. So it's like I'm trying to, in some ways, hide the fact that I just want to love you, okay? All these kings here, all the king's horses, 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the Hangman. again, I feel like I want the fire of the past, but it's not there anymore because it's gone cold. And so you just kind of tried to look at it differently. I don't know how that worked for you, but you tried to look at it differently. So, again, why didn't this person fight for me? Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. And there's the Nine of Cups. I think they did. I think they did have a lot of love for you. I think they do have a lot of love for you. Because this is very present energy. But all the things that were needing to be said were put aside, and let's just deal with what we're growing here. Okay? And this strength energy, somebody here was growing a new beginning. The full 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. Okay? Two paths. Instead of one path, now we're taking two paths. And with that 10 of Pentacles, you're still dreaming. Again, you keep coming back to that 4 of Wands. You keep coming back to the way it was, the old flame. And they're healing, and they're looking at things differently as well. Okay? Ace of Cups in reverse. The Star. The Page of Cups and the 9 of Wands. There's my thing of truth here with my 5 of Wands. I think you've talked about this with others, okay? About how it's like, I wish I would have at least offered a little bit of heart. Because we didn't have the King of Cups back here. We had all the kings but the cup. We had a Knight of Cup. But it came through playful. It didn't come through with the real intention of love. And I think there's a truth here that you know. But you still have two paths here. Okay? King of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. You're in your head about closing the door with this healing and what this new path forward means to you. Okay? Yeah, you're lonely. You feel very single right now. And you want that love because you have so much love that it hurts. You have so much love, Gemini, that it hurts. Okay? There is somebody panicking here about the Emperor's energy. And I feel like they're not talking to you about that. Because I just felt my throat get very tight. It's almost like they're running to this daddy energy to protect them. But they're also panicked about it. They think that you're probably a little disgusted with them. They're nervous about love. Definitely soul contract here. Okay? But you are on their mind. Okay? Yeah. Finances are really at play in here. You could be starting a new career. And with that Ace of Pentacles here that you found in the past that you've brought forward, it's still strung to your past. You haven't freed yourself from it quite yet. You are lovable. You do deserve love. It's just, you know, a lot of hurt here. You could be starting to date, getting to know other people, trying to find love. But I do feel like you think a new love or many new loves will change your beliefs, when all you really want is this reconciliation. But until you love yourself first, you can't, right? Like, you could have been in a marriage in the past. It could have been very deceptive, could have been wearing masks. And I feel like you just feel, again, you're so lonely that it hurts. Yeah. You're trying to have privacy. You're trying to be on your own, right? Just, I'm dealing with my money here, right? And possibilities. So, if you are dating, you're not getting deep with this, because you're like, I'm just keeping my privacy. I'm just keeping to myself for the most part. Okay? But you want a relationship that raises the bar. You want something that's healthy. You want something that's strong. You want something that helps you be healthy, right? Somebody that gives you their gifts, both of knowledge and wisdom, and like actual physical and loving gifts, right? Yeah, but right now you feel isolated. Again, good people, good friends coming out in reverse, because you don't know what your purpose is. Okay? You're aspiring to find it. You're very enthusiastic and passionate about finding it. But you're seeking it right now. So what else does the universe want to tell you here? Yeah, again, I feel like you are healing from this past. And it's like, once you pour into yourself, Ace of Cups, then the Two of Cups will start to show up for you. And then you realize it's the Three of Cups, because it's very faded for you, right? And it's been waiting for you. Okay, Page of Swords in reverse with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I think that you are in disbelief that loving yourself will change this so much. But it really will, right? The separation that you feel being out in the cold right now is because you're locked inside of what you think is within that spiritual space of love. And you think that it's just fire and that it's going to burn, right? Nine of Wands, the Chariot. So you're racing, High Priestess. You're racing away from your intuition. But I think when you get into those emotions, what you're going to find is that same Knight of Cups that was there in the past. But now it wants movement. It doesn't want to just have play. Now it wants some sort of movement. It wants to look inside and see what's in there in that spiritual space. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, okay? You don't believe you can have the bliss and the comfort here, right? You used play to command power. And again, we've got the king here in their warships. Saturn and Venus, secret friends. Okay, there is joy and affection here that you are not seeing as a possibility. But it's that Three of Cups. It's what's destined for you. you're very anchored, okay, in, again, in this inner child work right now, which is good. That's your lesson. What's the afterlife of fire, right? What's my path forward? And that it's all a zigzag, but it also is all what gets you to where you were meant to be. And you couldn't get to where you were meant to be without the past, without the earth grip of the open grave bringing you to that new space. And then, right, looking at that sacred energy that you're leaving behind, okay? Thank you, Spirit. I create positive actions through the cycle of change, right? Again, I feel like you're very focused on change, but not from your heart space. I nurture the child within. I am complete, whole, and secure. Yeah, this is about your inner child. Somebody else had an inner child healing that they were doing. I can't remember who it was. But again, I feel like this is you healing this so that you can let your heart participate. All right. Let's close it with an oracle, and then I'm going to move over to Patreon. Yeah, the Earth Guardian here is all heart. Stay rooted and grounded, but stay fully in your heart energy, right? That's how I feel like you get there. The underlying says that each of these parts, right, is a part of your direction, part of your new path, part of your healing. But you've only been letting the 3 kings in, and you've got to let that King of Cups come and take part. All right? So I hope this helps you, Gemini. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you next time. All right? Much love. Bye.